So yesterday was day 71 of protests in the city of Elizabeth City over the police execution of Andrew Brown Jr., as well as the second day where city workers were attempting to get a pay raise. And so I arrived to show solidarity with city workers watching a city council meeting. And so I just wanted, I got this little video of me showing up. People are sitting outside City Hall. People are also working on the mural over there for the Black Lives Matter mural on the street. And so, they got their raise, I should say. They also, I believe, passed some sort of increased tax hike, something like that, which is also pretty silly. But, what really matters here to me is if people that got their raise are going to be marching with us when it comes to getting what we want in the case of Andrew Brown Jr. These people showed their force when it comes to labor, and they shut shit down for several days. My garbage is still not collected, and I don't know when it will be collected, but either way, they did get a raise. They also increased taxes on everyone in Elizabeth City. So we'll see. I mean, personally, that's not a win. If I were a city worker, I would not be satisfied. If you're increasing my taxes by $10 and giving me $8 more, I got news for you. You're still fucking me out of $2. Not to mention everyone else that doesn't work for the city. So while the pay increase is good, the idea that they're trying to raise taxes for it is just ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous and offensive and ludicrous. That being said, afterward, we all went to Main Street to march up and down, and then get in our cars and drive into the county of Pasquotank. And so while people were getting ready with their cars and people were getting supplies ready for the county drive, we decided to do a quick little run up and down the street. And it was pretty good. People were getting fired up. And then we got into the air conditioning, so that was pretty cool. But again, we've been doing this week driving into the county because, Elizabeth City, we've been protesting for a long time, right? And so we need to understand that it is the Pasquotank County Sheriff's Department that murdered Andrew Brown. And so what we've been doing is going into some of the county neighborhoods, some of the more upscale neighborhoods, and we've been screaming for justice. And so what I've been doing is I've been getting on the bus that we've got, and I had the megaphone, and I was screaming out the side of the bus. So, here's a little bit of footage of us just driving through. That's my arm. So this is us just driving through. As you can see, I'm looking at some of that. And we're just screaming out of the bus. People, some people came out and showed solidarity, put their fists up. People were chanting with us from their front lawns. We had some people that were pretty angry about a couple things. I loved this shot here. I like what I did there. And it was pretty good. I'm liking doing the varying protest style. I like mixing it up. I like switching methods. I do prefer walking and marching and running. I think that's cooler. But at the same time, we cover more ground and we can get our message out to more people if we do this. It's also interesting because we held up traffic and there were so many people behind us that were honking at us and they got upset and people were trying to run around us and almost got into car accidents. Hey, we're not breaking the speed limit. We're not breaking laws here, buddy. We're not breaking any laws. All we're doing is just screaming out of the bus. I mean, there's no laws being broken. So we went all around. People were showing support. People were getting angry. I love this little shot of the sun right here. Let me try to get that. It's pretty good stuff. The sun speaking through, showing through the fucking house and the trees with the megaphone, the first person. The protest lasted overall for about 2 hours. We went to varying kinds of neighborhoods. I think it was a win. I consider it a success. I'm a huge fan of this style of protest. We also had some cornfields. We were protesting the cabbage farms as well. And as you can see, I was struggling to hold the phone after a specific amount. I also almost fell out of the bus a couple times, but that's not important right now. Also, this sun was beating into my face. Do I have any sunburn? Does anyone know? Doesn't look like I have sunburn. I have escaped once again. But anyway, overall, it was a good day of protest. And yeah, so there you go. There's really not much to discuss on that point. Let me try to get some footage of the cars that we had, because we had a lot of cars, and I got some good shots of the car lines that we had. But you know, I have mostly long form videos because it's hard to like start and stop when I'm holding a megaphone and doing all that kind of stuff. But you know, we had. Here we go. You can see all of our cars here. As you can see, this car tried to drive around us as well. That was pretty funny. But as you can see, we have these all the way up until there. So as you can, like, we really kind of went into these neighborhoods and really just kind of went at them. But again, also, I think there was a moment where I got a Trump flag. Let me look for that real quick. Someone had a little Trump flag. I think it was in this area. But yeah, I'm enjoying shifting protest strategies. It keeps people on their toes. And again, we've been marching for 70 days, and a lot of the people that we're now protesting in the neighborhoods of, here it is. A lot of the people that we're now protesting into the neighborhoods of had not been affected by our protests. So as you can see, we have someone with a Trump flag there. Trump 2020, folks. Trump 2020. I think they also had like a fucking thin blue line somewhere as well. Oh, no, it was just an America thing. But yeah, so we passed some interesting individuals. There's another part that I can show of someone that was like getting really, you know, interesting. They were just very upset. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, so someone drove. Let me describe the scene. I didn't get the initial aspect. So you see these trees here. Well, on the other side of the trees, there's farm and dirt land. Right, so someone drove their car, and I tried to get it, but it was way to the left, and they drove around onto the farmland. And so I caught the, I think maybe did I get some of it here? No, I didn't. But I caught them on the way out. I was looking for them. I caught them. Here they are. There was this truck, and you can see like the clouds of dirt. But you know, it was just really, really funny. They got super pissed off and risked ruining their vehicle, and then also put a bunch of dirt in the air and also fucked up people's farmland just because apparently they had somewhere to go and they couldn't just wait and then make a turn somewhere. No, 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 no. And so that's the absolute state of Pasquotank County, folks. But anyway, I considered yesterday's protest to be a win, a huge win. And, you know, I'm enjoying the documentary process. And, you know, it's pretty good stuff. You know, that's, you know, am I riding around in a bus? That's correct. And, yeah, if anyone has any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to field them to my secretary.